Hello and welcome to Storm Swords. This is game number 2 in the best of 3 between Suicide Solution and Ardeo, who have swapped sides just to confuse me. So the red side on the right is going to be Ardeo Red, appropriately named this time. Fluffy Milky playing that. Stitches are going to have Patamat team leader. So team captain on the Rhaegar. Benapro playing Thrall as he did so well last game. Jarflip on that Kel'Thas. Different mage this time and Muko, can't say his name, ever, is going to be playing that Johanna. Fine. Secondly, on the side of Suicide Solution, the blue team here on the left, we're going to have team captain Miagas playing Falstad, ETC played by Slinger, Slamjam on the Karazim, Kaitani on the Li Ming, the other mage, and finally Jaina on 1%. So we've got a 3-mage game here. Arcane and Frost versus Fire. We can see who wins out here. A little bit of a sneaky play here, just coming and taking that creep wave mid. So they can focus on the top creep wave. I really like this play, just moving in, taking that creep wave mid. They then completely ignore this middle one, take the top creep wave, and that means they can just move down and take this chest quite handily without having to worry at all about losing experience. And as you see here, Ardeo Reds, they've got now an experience advantage. Suicide Solution lost out all these creeps to the towers. So they take most of that creep wave. They're going to lose out on 2 of them. Doesn't matter because they know that the opponents have lost out on an entire creep wave. Benapro taking this chest here, and I don't think Suicide Solution know how to respond to this. This is really, really odd. So great to see these funky little plays here. Slinger power sliding his way through. A lot of focus onto Jarflip on that Kel'Thas. He's going to end up dying to Slamjam on the Kel'Thas, who might be a response kill. Yep, there's the hook in from Fluffy Milky. Going to pick up the kill 1 for 1. Benapro on the Thrall, getting power slid. Stunned out 1% though on the Jaina. Needs to be careful. Thrall does a lot of damage, and there you go. Going to end up falling. Kaitani not going to die as well. So Li Ming keeping herself alive. Those teleports. Falstad versus Johanna in the bottom lane. Johanna managed to take the chest, so that's about that. And Ardeo Red looking strong in this game number 2. Also, I've never seen that before. I've never seen a team come down here and just take that. That's so smart. It's, we're going to have Patamat power slid and then pulled away, pushed away. ETC just so good at disrupting the opponents. We're going to have another double warrior lineup though from Ardeo Red. They seem to favour these lineups as we've seen them basically do it all tournament long. Benapro just plays Thrall. So good to see, but yeah, Li Ming actually doing loads of siege damage up to the top tower. Going to have a good hook in onto Slamjam. He's going to be able to walk out, no tower shots taken. He's just out of range. There goes the Blizzard from the Jaina. Clearing up those last final little bits. Jaina actually maybe finding herself in a bad spot. We might see. Oh, there the gravity lapse just landing. That was so good, and Jaina's gonna maybe end up falling here. There goes the hook in, and yeah, she ends up falling. Good flame strike there from Jarflip, covering potentially the retreat of his team. Patamat having to fell lunge his way to the creep wave. S and Johanna from Li Ming here, as this is pre-removal of that talent patch. This is Li Ming release patch, not Li Ming nerf patch. I mean balance patch. Yeah, she's balanced. I absolutely think she's balanced now. Thrall. Soloing this hard camp here. This is really good for him. He's actually got 6 coins and he can just go hand these in. The other 3 coins are on Fluffy Milky. Really good hook onto the Ming Li onto Li Ming. But she's just going to be able to teleport herself to safety as Benapro getting the first hand in. Ardeo Red. Like I said, they've got first hand in. They're not going to take the fort, although they've lost some damage on the gate tower, so they might, although probably won't be. It's not quite enough. ETC getting hooked. Fluffy Milky hooking every target he doesn't want to. He basically can only hook the Jaina out of these. The Slamjam will be able to dash and strike his way away. Mealing's teleport. Ling Mi. There's Li Ming teleport. Patamat actually taking a lot of damage on the Rhaegar. He's getting power slid. He's not going to be able to survive. The hook missing, and yeah. That's basically how it went. Rhaegar died. He got ETC with that power slide. The stun's just too powerful. So, well played there for Suicide Solution. Picking up a kill. They're even on kills now. They did end up losing their fort in mid. And for those who don't know, you have to, if you take an entire tower, or the gate in mid, then the first hand in is guaranteed to destroy this fort in middle. Which is really, really cool. Also, getting a hand in gives you a really good experience advantage. You only have to get one early game hand in. As long as it takes out the fort, you then have an experience advantage so that you can get the race to 10, win the race to 10. Kael'thas though, oh, this is disastrous for Ardeo Red. A suicide solution. They just collapse in on them. We're going to have Kael'thas picked up immediately. Fluffy Milky dying as well. Benapro, Thrall not quite dying to Li Ming. She's low on mana, so having to back out. Can't commit to that. There's again nothing really happening in this bottom lane. Falstad versus Johanna. Johanna's probably going to win up this matchup for the most part. And that'll be about it. Chess spawning again. We're going to have Suicide Solution taking basically full control of these. They're in a good spot. ETC spotting out what the Kael'thas is doing. Going to have a good hook by Fluffy Milky, but a power slide away again. Living Bomb from Kael'thas, stopping this hand in. They're just kind of stalling this out. This is fine here. Johanna, though, she's in a bad position. Going to have to Unstoppable. Does it really, really well. Keeping herself in. She's now able to go back in as this fight starting. This is a full 5v5. We're going to have Slam Jam taking so much damage on that counting. He's able to heal himself up just enough. The disruption out from Slinger. Race to 10 is absolutely even at this point, and nobody died during that entire engagement. That's the power of Keratin, just able to get himself out and right-click a couple times. Jakob actually taken so much damage to slow from the Jaina enough, meaning that Keratin can follow it up with a kill. Fluffy Milky got the lightning shield on him. He's going to end up not dying, but the Johanna was in a bad spot. She dies. Wild Hook doing nothing. No fishing hook on that yet. Stitches, so you're going to have to say that for later. This is going to be a hand-in for Suicide Solution, who have a lot of coins on them. There's 9 coins on the ETC. They basically can get a whole nother hand-in immediately. As we actually see them take these Siege Giants down in bottom. First hand-in, might not get the fort without a little bit of help. So we'll see how this goes. Don't think it will get the fort, as Rhaegar's pushing the bottom, soaking. The race to 10 has been reached for both teams. I mean, that one fight got Suicide Solution their 10, and but they couldn't really capitalise because they'd already won a fight, so it didn't really matter. And Ardeo Red hit their 10, and not nice enough timing. This is the build I love to see out from Li Ming here. We've got Wave of Force along with Calamity. SF Johan, I like Dominance, especially now that SF Johan's been removed. But yeah, I like to see this sort of build, this teleport. Let's just go deep. Doesn't matter if the Thrall jumps on me because he will not be able to 1v1 me, which is a terrifying prospect. I'm so glad she got that. Oh, there goes the summoning on the Li Ming. She's going to end up falling. The Pyroblast out from Kael'thas going to absolutely erase her. They could have just put that on her full stop and left it, because it one-shots her, I think, at practically any level. Or close to one-shots. So, Sundering and then a Pyroblast. That's a deadly Ming. This is now a 5v4 in favour of Ardeo Red, who do get who lose a hand in. Suicide Solution do get that hand in. The Blessed Shield coming out, though. ETC in the back line, really, really good position for Slinger to be there, as he's able to cover the retreat of his team. So that second hand in taken. This fort up top's going to end up falling, because they've already done some damage to the wall. And this is going to push their experience lead a little bit further and probably get them 13 as well, or close to. So that means they'll have a talent point advantage, especially after taking the script wave up. And Suicide Solution, they were a bit low down in the early game, but now we've gotten to the mid game. They're ahead of Ardeo Red, looking poised to take game 2 off of them as they actually go to attempt the boss here. They've got the ETC with Mosh Pit, so they know that they're pretty okay with this. They've got the false down with Mighty Gust, so yeah, they're basically fine. There's no contestation that can come out here. Sundering's still on cooldown, not that necessarily Suicide Solution know that. Although a team of their strength, I could imagine they have timings, and Miaga's team captain writing all this down. Take the boss. It's going to have to be dealt with, and that means that they can just take a couple objectives around the rest of the map and go and maybe look for another hand in. As we're going to see Benapro, 9 coins on him. If they could pick him up, that would be amazing. Nobody from Suicide Solution really moving down to try and take him though, as this boss is probably not even going to get the gate. I mean, it might get the gate, and that'll be about it. So, boss worth it for distraction, but not really worth it in terms of what it achieved siege damage-wise. This Jaina doing decent damage to the bottom 4 with the Li Ming here. They're going to get this basically uncontested. Thrall's not able to stop this out. ETC spots an 11 coin Thrall. They're just going to leave him be because he knows he doesn't have backup here. Just slightly too far away. I like how ETC is watching the hand-in point. He's just basically covering that area. He's scouting out. He's a forerunner. He's a tank. He's not going to be able to get picked off by himself, basically. Oh, really, really good hook there from Fluffy Milky on that Stitches. Gravity Lapse, not achieving much. Covering Jar Flip. Potentially going to see a good power slide into Mosh Pit here. We've not seen the Mosh Pit come out yet. There goes the Putrid Bile from the Stitches. Slinger slowed so much. The Pyroblast coming out of the false start. He's going to have to back away. He might end up falling to this. No, it's not going to pick him up. The Ancestral Healing landing on the Stitches, keeping him alive. Benapro almost going to go and pick up the Falstad, not going to die. Jaina with a really, really well-timed Ice Ball, going to dodge the Sundering. The Mosh Pit landing on a few there, just covering the retreat of his team, and again, nobody died! I have no idea how this has happened. Falstad and Jaina got away on 0 health. Slinger got away on barely any health as well, and no deaths there. Suicide Solution doing everything to not die. They have a lead and they are not going to throw this away easily. That was a really, really well-timed fight there for Ardeo Red. They had that level 13, they weren't down a talent point. It was basically the whole thing there. They're like, they've got 13, we want to kill them before they get to 16. They didn't end up killing anybody, so they didn't get any experience for that, but they showed that they can win a fight, even with a couple levels down. So the couple stats down. They just need that 16. They don't want to have Suicide Solution get to 16 and have that extra talent point advantage, because then they might end up losing a fight. It was a close fight though. Suicide Solution almost lost it. Almost lost it badly. A lot of coins here actually. That's enough for another hand in here. You might see. There you go, Slinger. The repositioning. He's going to move in front. He doesn't have a mosh pit. The power slide is going to come through. Interrupt everybody. Get a couple stuns off. Slam Jam on that Karazim. Jumping in 1%. Falling low on the Jaina. The Kael'thas got picked up nice and early, so no Pyro Blast. And he's going to end up... yeah, that's a lot of damage. Kaitani on the Li Ming. Going to be able to teleport her way out. She's got Diamond Skin. Those level 16 talents doing what they need to. 1% on the Jaina. Playing with fire here, not able to get picked up. She's so low. The blind coming out from the Johanna there, doing just enough to kill her. And that is going to be a 4 for 1 so far. Fluffy Milky probably going to get picked up by the Falstad here, who has gone with a Giant Killer build, so he does kill him. And that is going to be another full hand in favour of Suicide Solution, who have a lot of coins. They actually have enough coins, exactly enough for a second hand in immediately off the back of this. They're just going to push this, help, because the cannon's going to attack the middle lane, so they might as well push in another lane, get some damage done to those forts. The Argus on that Falstad, playing with fire a bit here on that siege camper there. There goes Slam Jam. Here's Karazim healing him up. As the Jaina comes back alive, they've got enough coins for a hand in. Go take another hand in. And that's all it'll be. We may see Ardeo Red try and defend this, but Suicide Solution currently, they have a talent point up, although not for much longer. They have 2 levels up. They won that fight really well. They picked off the Kael'thas immediately, which meant that he couldn't do any damage. And they're actually playing this safe. They're not going for this hand in. They're just kind of skirting around. And this gives Ardeo Red a good position to set up, potentially. Oh, the Argus might get caught out here. Fishing hook has been obtained. Oh, Fluffy Milky gonna just walk into this bush. He's actually going for the hard camp contestant, but he's just going to get absolutely obliterated by the right clicks out for the Falstad. Has an amazing mosh pit. 3-man by Slinger out on Ardeo Red. The chain bombs though doing so much damage. The Karazim able to save out the Falstad, but not himself, as he ends up getting detonated. Kaitani on the Li Ming doing cleanup work. She picks off the Rhaegar. Really, really well played there. Sling on the ETCs, falling low. He needs to get a good power slide off to stun them out. Pyroblast has been used. Slinger falling low. He's getting healed by his own self. He's trying to cover his team. He's happy to throw away his life to get the cover. And the Johanna's going to end up being response kill. ETC Might get gravity lapsed here. Jarflip looking to do something. The power slide's going to come over, not quite stun him. He's able to survive. The living bomb not going to do enough damage. And that's a 4 for 1. That fight was so messy. They just about got enough damage from things and just about managed to survive again. Suicide Solution, they are surviving on low health, and that just worked out for them just enough. They picked up all the coins that they lost as well. I think the Thrall grabbed 2 of the coins Karazim had, but false side grabbing the other 12. Because that's the exact handling they need with the Li Ming. And that's going to be a keep down in middle. That's going to be the wall down in top. CTC gets hooked. He'll be able to power slide himself to safety. He's absolutely fine. I'm just going to have a quick look at the damage chart, because the ETC's taken Echo Pedal, which is doing a lot of work. Look at that, 24k damage. That's more hero damage than the Thrall stuff. As Rhaegar's just getting caught out here. The Ancestral Healing doing what it can to save her now, but actually a lot of the burst damage from the Jane has been used, so they have to back off of this. As the rest of Ardeo Red are coming to reinforce it. Slinger getting caught out the back. He's used his power side. Jaina turning around to get some slows off. The Blizzard covering the retreat. There goes the Blessed Shield. Jaina's going to get hooked in. She's dead. She's ice blocking herself up, delaying the inevitable, and ETC's going to be able to back away with his life. Jaina giving away a couple coins. Not the be all and end all, but Ardeo Red is really important they get these sorts of pick off. Jaina, the level 20 ticking over. She picked up Bolt. Really annoyed that she couldn't have bolted out of that situation after the hook landed. Bit of a pause there, but everything's back in. And this is an Archon out here from Li Ming. Advantageous situation here for Suicide Solution. Even though they're 4v5, they can still take a fight because they've got the level 20 advantage. They've got a push advantage. They probably won't end up taking this keep because, you know, Kael'thas and Rhaegar are good at cleaning this up, but they're just taking counts everywhere on the map. They have 19 coins between them. They can just go and take this. The boss was in fact taken by Ardeo Red, but this will get cleaned up quite handily. Kaitani, though, needs to not be here. She's focusing on the wave first and then the boss. She's just going to arc on through this wave. There goes the Disintegration Beam, as we're going to have from the Argus. Right click on the boss. More Disintegration Beam. Boss will end up falling quite handily with this. Archon's really good at these sorts of defences. It's not the most efficient way to clean a creep wave, but it's just so much consistent damage. So we've got Wave of Force for Li Ming and Disintegration Beam, depending on what she's doing. No hand-in yet for Ardeo Red. They are missing 4 coins, but the 18 coin hand-in about to be achieved here. Slam Jam and Kaitani, enough between the two of them. As they get another one, that's going to be a keep dead top. They've taken this wall system, might be a keep dead bottom as well. This might be just everything. Suicide Solution, they're still 20 up. ETC gets a good power slide in. He's going to get off the mosh pit on 2. Hook out from Stitches to interrupt it. Slinger, though, he's taking a lot of damage. ETC maybe got a bit too far. But the Kael'thas, no, he was too far. Didn't get his Pyroblast off, and he's going to end up dying. Jaina burst damage too strong. Plus that last little bit of right-click damage out from the Karazim going to do enough. Disintegration Beam just on the tip, killing the keep here, and they can just defend the Li Ming, and she'll eventually take this. There we go. 3 shots actually going on to that keep, so 2 shots wasted. As the keep is now under siege, falling quickly. There goes the future bar out from the Stitches, covering the area, but not really doing much. Benapro falling low, good hook onto the ETC, but it's still a 5v2. I don't know if they can fight this. Li Ming is just sat there, doing the turret damage she wants. There's 1%, dealing good damage to the Thrall. Thrall's coming in, gonna get power slided. The Ancestral Healing a bit early as the Stitch is gonna get picked up on the background. ETC, just the disruption, the stun doing so much, the Thrall's gonna get cleaned up, and yeah, that's gonna be a corn. Game 2 going to Suicide Solution. So well played by them. They barely got out on any health every time. They just came through and ended up winning this. The Pyroblast not quite coming out there from the Kael'thas. Archon Li Ming, good at sieging. Well played to them as we take it to a game number 3 in this best of 3 semi-finals. The winner of this goes through to the finals to face up against whoever wins in the other semis, and the loser is out of the tournament. They finish joint 3rd, 4th, and we're not going to have a decider due to scheduling, but We'll see who wins in game number 3.